Hey everybody, KC here. So today is something of an anniversary for me, February 26th, 2021, because it was on February 26th, 2020, that I actually took my last airplane flight. I flew from Dallas back to the Northeast. I had been in Dallas for several days. I was emceeing the Category Management Association conference, 3 days, fascinating, great conference. Had a long list of things, conferences I was planning to speak at last year. And I can remember very specifically going to the Dallas airport and I'm going through TSA security, and I noticed that one of the security guys was wearing a mask. And I can remember thinking to myself, that's interesting. When are we going to see more of that? Little did I know. Because within days, right? I mean, the world was changing rapidly. And in the year since I took that last flight, I know that, I mean, everybody's lives have changed. I have not really left, um, the house very much in the last year. I think I've crossed state lines once, maybe twice, uh, and that was relatively early days. I've hardly left this town. Occasionally, we'll go to the next town or two towns over to pick up some, takeout from a restaurant. And I go to the supermarket sometimes, but also do a lot of pickup, some delivery. But basically, it's been a very different life. I know Mrs. Content Guy and I've been married since 1983, and we would both look at you and say, no idea that marriage involved this much togetherness. We have not been this together in terms of being in the same place at the same time ever, as much as we've been over the past year. Didn't get a chance to go to Portland this year to teach at Portland State because all the classes were remote. Didn't get a chance to have my annual summer in the Pacific Northwest, which I treasure. And it's been interesting. And certainly in terms of loss, and I have to say, I want to be very clear, I haven't lost anybody. I don't know anybody personally who's died of COVID. So I haven't had any of those kinds of issues to deal with. And my heart goes out to people um, who have lost people to the pandemic, and we're not able to say goodbye. I mean, God, my heart breaks for you. I've lost elements of my life. Okay, I can deal with that. But the interesting thing has been the things that have changed in a positive sense, right? Um, the whole notion of Zoom and being able to do, Zoom conversations with innovation conversations with Tom Furphy, and doing more of these videos as a way to kind of personalize Morning Newsbeat. The idea of being able to do Zoom interviews with people in the industry and authors that I just want to talk to because I want to keep making Morning Newsbeat sort of interesting and different. Being able to try Clubhouse yesterday, right? And to try something different with innovation conversation. There's so many different things happening, and there's so many ways in which we're learning how to connect with each other in different ways, and that's all been positive. Um, I'd like to, think of the fact that we, even though a lot of what we're doing now is remote, that doesn't mean we're necessarily disconnected. We have to make efforts to be connected, but it's there. And so it's been an interesting year. I have no idea that as March begins, when the next time is, I'll be getting on a plane. The good news is that I'm already starting to see speech bookings for summer and fall, which is good. No, I'm going to do National Grocers Association in Las Vegas in September. Organic Produce Summit also in September in Monterey, California. So I think things are starting to come back, and certainly the rate at which people are getting vaccinated when they can get vaccinated, that all seems positive. So hopefully the summer that we all experienced in 2021 will be different than the summer that we experienced in 2020. But listen, if it's not, it's not. We'll get through, and my wife's just going to have to put up with me for a little while longer. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. As always, I want to hear what's on your mind. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you on Monday.